What's going on, guys? I'm glad y'all back. We all back here at another Truck a Minute. I appreciate y'all watching this video, taking the time out to come and look at me. I appreciate y'all listening to what I'm saying too. So this one here is it's a little on the funny side. Be prideful, but don't be stupid. And I talked about that a little bit in the last video. Just being prideful is a good thing. Being prideful is a good thing because I'm prideful. But what I mean by be prideful but don't be stupid, man, don't be that guy. You know, don't be that guy that think you know everything. Cause listen, man, you can get somebody out here with 40 years of experience and they roll a truck, okay? And you can get somebody with a year experience and they have no problems. And I'm gonna be honest with you, just on average, do y'all understand that most people, especially when you're a new driver, you're the most careful. You are the most careful. You pay a little bit more attention to things. You don't take a whole lot of stuff for granted that people that's been doing it a long time take for granted. The people that's been doing it a long time, they get in their truck and boom, they making a run for it, man, and just doing a normal day. If you're a new driver, then of course a lot of times you're gonna be nervous. I mean, just think about it, guys. I remember when I first started driving, especially when I first started driving over the road, even though I was driving local first, that was cool. But just think about this. I was driving local. I was driving local, but when you get on the road, that's when you get over the road, it's something totally different, man. It's not the same as driving local. So when I started driving over the road, man, sometimes when you get in these truck stops, you know how small and look, it's not that that space is too small, or it just looks small. Sometimes you might have one truck on this side that's close to the line and one truck on that side close to the line. You dog tired. You dog tired. You know what I'm saying? Now you only have a little bit of room and you may have to jack that trailer into that parking spot. And look, man, some of the best of us rip the front off of people trucks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, rip the front. I mean, I saw a truck make a turn and I'm looking at him and I'm looking at how close he was to the truck and then I started blowing my horn because I knew he was way too close, and then he kept turning. He kept making a turn so much deeper, and I'm wondering, blowing the horn, he didn't even stop, you know. And so he took the bumper clean off the front of that truck. Took the bumper clean off, and then the funny. Well, I shouldn't say that's funny because that driver was pissed. So the thing is, you had other trucks that were blowing. So you heard whoa, 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 whoa. You had a. He didn't stop until he pulled it completely off. He pulled the bumper completely off the truck. So man, look, be prideful, but don't be stupid, man. If and all of us have had accidents at some. Well, I shouldn't say that because they got guys out here that's been doing it 40 years, never had an accident. So I shouldn't say that. But let me say this here. Uh, my first year driving, I hit a pork bread truck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now the way it happened was I was pulling up on side of the parked bread truck and pulling on side of him. He was parked on the curve, but he was kind of on an angle. He was on the angle. I'm trying to put my hands up so you can kind of see. He was parked on an angle like this. So the top of his truck was leaning. And so the way the street was made, I think I was on St. Bernard Street in New Orleans. So I was pulling up next to him, and I wasn't going that fast. I was just pulling up next to him, and the top of my truck hit the top of his truck. And look, man, let me tell you something. When you're an own operator, and I was a company driver. The guy that was driving the bread truck was an own operator. So he was very upset because, it's like, man, what am I going to do? Now my truck is down and I won't be able to make my deliveries. And so, I mean, we do stupid things. And it's just sometimes it's just mindless. And excuse me, if you can't if you don't think about every situation, you're gonna have problems. And of course, that was in the beginning. Um, I had another thing when I first became a owner operator. When I first got my first truck, I was making a turn. I had a container on. I was making a turn, made the turn too short, and put one of the wheels in the ditch. It cost me like $700 to get out of that. And I didn't really have no money at the time. I had to call my sister and get some money, and she bailed me out. You know, so I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. Be prideful, man. It is good. It's okay to be prideful, but don't be stupid. Because being stupid gonna get you in a lot of situations, especially if you're young and you're doing this young. Trucks are not to play with. It okay. Here, you know what? Here's another thing. I'm gonna do my next video gonna be on pre-trip and post-trips because guys take that for granted. I mean, okay, men and ladies. Some of us take that for granted. We take looking, walking around that truck and looking at certain stuff. Look, man, I don't get under my truck either. I don't get under my truck. But when I pop that hood, I'm looking at everything that I could possibly see. I'm looking for leaks and looking for broken belts, looking for anything that's out of the ordinary, you know. So I'll talk about that more on the next truck a minute. But I'm just saying, man, look, be prideful, but don't be stupid. Don't be stupid out there, man. There's got enough stupid people out there. And I appreciate y'all watching this truck a minute. If y'all have any questions, man, leave it in the comments. Like and subscribe, man, if you like this content. If I'm not doing good enough, tell me what I can do better. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening. I'm prideful, but I'm not stupid. And I will listen to what you're saying and we'll definitely talk about it. So I'll catch y'all on the next one. Truck a minute. Peace.